I mean, I
And
also feel like though we could just not press record. It wouldn't really matter. No one needs to
no,
see it. The internet doesn't need to see this. It's just
no, it's
it
just a
would it would
podcast we're doing.
it's just a podcast. It's just like who would watch a podcast? Who would do that?
3, 2, 1. Okay.
That was weirdly in sync on my end. All right.
Nice.
That was perfect. That was beautiful. Beautiful. All right. You want to lead with the
Gorgeous.
intro or just make one up or
Um,
just
I suppose. Hello everybody, welcome to Quibble, a podcast with me and Cactus. Hi, I'm Obsidy, I use they, Z pronouns.
Hi, I'm Cactus. I use whatever you want because I'm lazy.
That's fair and powerful. We're causing
Yeah.
chaos today. It's the first ever episode. I enjoy chaos.
Yeah. I
That's how
mean, who doesn't though?
that's how this is gonna work. That's it.
Okay. Okay. That's just our one goal. That's just our one thing that we're doing.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's us. Would really expect anything different.
Exactly. Speaking of chaos, how many dice sets do you have? Are you a dice goblin?
I don't know what that means,
For
so I'm
D
gonna
and
guess no.
for D&D. I have
Ah,
I think 7 different sets of dice, and they're all so precious, and they're precious, and they're my precious.
that just sounds kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie, but
It's
here's the
called
thing.
Dice Goblin for a reason.
It's called, yeah, I've never heard that term before because I just don't play D&D.
Imagine being a nerd and not playing D&D.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the internet will agree that not playing D&D is, the
Uh-huh.
really nerdy thing, the really nerdy
Yes,
thing.
exactly. If you don't
Well,
play D&D, you are the nerd.
okay, okay. I mean, that is,
Yeah.
come to think of it, that has been like kind of a trend recently, and I've seen this a lot with like things like anime or stuff like that becoming popular.
Hmm.
Stuff that would have just gotten you bullied. It's just popular now. It's popular now.
I couldn't tell you why. I really
Well,
could not tell. There's no reason for it.
well, I mean, I think the thing is, it's just, there are, a lot of things are cool, and people just get bullied for them for no reason. So,
Uh-huh.
and now
Definitely.
people are just getting bullied for different reasons. So,
Let's not bully people though.
you know what? Bullying, kind of weird, champ.
Kind of weird, champ. Really? That's what you're going with?
Yeah, I think. I
Weird,
mean, do you
kind of
have do
weird,
you have a
champ.
better do you have a better suggestion?
Makes you a bad person?
Nah, nah.
No.
Oh, my dog is barking. This is fun.
Congratulations.
I mean, thank
Congratulations.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Congratulations, I mean, on having a dog that barks. Mine just doesn't. Ever.
Just kind of a flex. All right, all right. No need to be like that. No need to be like that.
Point and laugh, everybody. Point and laugh. Imagine
Uh,
having a dog that actually
uh,
barks.
uh,
Yes. Suffer.
uh,
Suffer.
uh.
This is
Is
the
that
actual goal, guys. This is the actual goal is just to make Cactus suffer.
well, yeah.
That's it.
I just kind of assume that's the goal in most people's, ideas.
That is something to unpack later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, chat. I believe this is what we call
Chat.
a Jesus, Jesus.
Uh-huh. No, continue on. Continue on. Hi,
So,
chat.
anyways, if you guys didn't know, I'm a Twitch streamer. I
You're a
probably should
Twitch. We're
explain that
both
just
Twitch
in case.
streamers.
We are both Twitch streamers. I probably should just explain that. Get right into it. Content creators who I just don't make any content.
Yes, I do. And therefore I am better.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Hey, hey, hey. At least I'm not stealing Wilbur Soot's brand.
Hey, look,
Imagine doing
I'm just
Skyblock.
Im- That's it. That's
Imagine.
just the one reason. It's not
Imagine.
yeah. That's the one thing I'm stealing from him.
The only
I wouldn't
reason.
steal anything else.
Hmm.
I wouldn't steal anything else.
Why would you?
Although there are some things I just wouldn't steal from Wilbur Soot. They involve fish.
I didn't know where you're going with that in the first part, and now I know, and I'm glad you're not stealing any fish from Wilbur Soot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Not stealing any of the fish and just not stealing that part of his brand either, because uh,
That is a very unfortunate part of his brand that can stay his brand.
the thing is, he just chooses to keep it though. And
He
I respect the dedication.
no,
I respect it.
he doesn't just choose to keep it. He is aggressive about it.
He's actually just over the top. He actually just enforces that he's keeping it.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. To change the subject away from here, what's your favorite candy?
What's my favorite can?
What's your favorite candy? It was just Halloween. You
It
gotta
was just
have
how.
candy
Oh, that's true. That is true. It was just Halloween at the date of recording this.
at
Who
the date of
knows when this
recording
is
this.
gonna get released? Who
Quote unquote
knows?
at the date of recording this. It was like a week ago, but shh.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine. My favorite. That's a really hard question. I'm gonna. Well, here's the thing. What do you consider candy? Cause I'm just gonna expose you real quick. You're an American. Yeah. Right.
Hey,
And a
you
lot of
didn't need
I
to
know I've
dox
just
me like
heard
this.
a lot of Americans, right? See, this is the thing that annoys me the most is that they call chocolate bars candy, and I don't know why.
Are they not a type of candy?
No, they're chocolate.
Then what do you call M&Ms? Oh,
M&Ms. We
oh,
just
oh!
call it. We just
I
call them
stumped him. I
M&Ms.
stumped him, guys.
Look, here's the thing. I Despite America being far more capitalistic, we just recognize brand names by the brand names.
That's so specific, though. There's no general term for all of it.
I mean, I get there. I like you could say like I think just junk food or stuff like that. Which
Okay, but junk food is just a whole different brand. That's like Twinkies and
we're
and
getting to the
and
specifics.
cakes
I'm
and
sorry. I
stuff.
was unaware I was with a scientist.
What?
I was unaware I was with a scientist here.
Yes, I'm a genius. You should be aware of this by now. Uh, Continue on. What's your definition of junk food then?
Well, junk food is just anything. It's like basically imagine going to like convenience store or your gas station or whatever you want. If you're getting snacks, probably most of those fall into junk food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then
I'm
what's
talking like chips, chocolate, candy, all of those. All of
yeah.
those.
Okay, so what I would call candy is like M&Ms, Reese's Cups, 100 grand, not to name brands or everything, but also like Skittles, fruity candies. Heh heh heh, fruity
Okay.
candies. Um,
Rudy. Really? Really? Really?
I opened a pack of M&Ms, and my first thought was, why is this candy taste fruity?
Wait,
It
pause.
tasted
Let's
fruity.
let's let's run that back real quick.
It tasted fruity.
M&M's, the
Yeah,
chocolate tasted fruity.
yes, they tasted ever so slightly fruity.
What?
I don't know. I could not tell you. Maybe the candy mixture was a bit off in that match or something. They tasted fruity.
I I what?
I'm
Okay, no,
I'm
let's let's
telling you.
no, let's go into that. Well, okay, what kind of fruity? What kind of you got to describe this.
I don't
Describe
know.
this.
Like
What?
if I didn't chomp down, they could have possibly been Skittles.
That's just not right.
It's
That's
not.
just not right.
You're right, it's not.
That how America's weird.
I no, that's weird. That's not part of America. That's just weird.
I'm blaming this on America. This is an America
You blame a
moment.
lot of things on America.
Yeah, yeah, it's easier.
And let's talk about that.
America's like the middle child, basically, or the oldest, the middle or the oldest, in the sense that you can just say they did it, and even if there's no proof, they'll probably get in trouble for it.
I hate that that's kind of accurate.
They're just the person with the
It's
bad.
kind of
It's literally just the boy who cried wolf because they've done enough bad stuff that it's just kind of like, yeah, probably.
I no, that's because that's kind of accurate though, and I hate it. 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 Anyways, anyways, this is getting kind of political. Let's change the topic again.
Is that just all this podcast is gonna be? It's just gonna
Oh,
be
so sorry.
anyway.
Yes, that and that's fair. My catchphrases. What do you want from me?
That's gonna be the thing. We're just gonna. It's called the Quibble podcast. By the way, if you don't know what quibble means, it's like getting heated over a thing you don't have to. Like it's an argument over a really dumb thing.
Yes.
Let me know. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's also
So we're just gonna
another
have.
word for a pun, I think.
Well, yeah. So we're just gonna have that, except we're just never going to have an actual quibble because we're just gonna switch the topic before we can ever actually have an argument.
This entire podcast so far has been a quibble. What are you talking about? This entire podcast has been a quibble. What are you
How
saying?
dare you? It
What are
hasn't
you
been. It
saying?
hasn't been. It literally hasn't been though. I
No,
don't
but
know
it
what you're saying.
has. It has.
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
I don't know.
I
I can't
know.
hear.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
You would still know what
Headphones,
you were saying. You just wouldn't know what I was saying.
No, no,
That's not how hearing works.
no.
That's not
Yeah.
how hearing works.
Headphones. Headphones.
What?
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So, if I were just to, if I were just gonna ask, bro, literally
What?
blanked. Just blanked.
What? Just blanked?
Just blanked.
That's it?
That's it.
There's a whole channel right there.
So,
Hello? Cactus, cactus. I gotta ask you this though. I gotta ask because we started off with Dungeons and Dragons, right? Because I'm not the nerd here and you are because you don't play D&D. Do you prefer Dungeons or Dragons?
like just elaborate.
Dungeons or Dragons. Pick one.
Um, well, this is a tough one, right? Right, right, right. But I would have to say, wait, can the dungeons have dragons in them?
I guess if they're big enough,
So yeah, I would go with dungeons then, because then I just get both.
the dragons could have dungeons in them though.
Hold up, that doesn't quite seem right.
Why not?
That just doesn't quite seem right. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, no, but the whole belly of the whale thing, belly of a dragon. Why
Okay,
not?
so
Why
so
not,
let me just
Cactus?
let me just get this straight. You're saying that if a
Let's not
dragon,
get anything straight.
big flappy boy, big wind
Uh-huh.
reptile boy,
Yes.
right, came over, eats you because you can't defend yourself because whatever, you
It's a
know,
dragon. How
I'm
are you going to defend yourself?
well, I'm built different. So anyways, you can't defend yourself, and when they eat you, instead of, you know, not surviving, you just enter a dungeon.
Yes.
So, okay, I just wanted to make sure I had that clear. Is that gonna be our campaign idea
New form of
anytime we
air
play D&D
travel.
together?
New form of air travel. I'm onto something
No,
here.
this is just
No
gonna be the
way.
campaign idea anytime we play D&D, isn't it? It's just gonna be this. It starts off with you being eaten, and then the actual dungeon is just inside them.
No, I'm onto something. That's just free air travel.
How
That's how you
would you
get
be?
out of going on an airplane.
Okay, but how would you leave?
Um,
How would you?
well, if you don't know how the digestive system works, Cactus,
So, anyways, I just wondering, just
things go
wondering.
in and then they go
So,
out.
I don't know. You talk a lot about D like was that your only you seem like you had a big D&D phase, or is that just something you still
I
do?
still have a D&D phase, Cactus.
I don't know. It just seems like a very typical like I don't know. I guess Dungeons and Dragons isn't usually like that, but it's one of those things where you would assume it's just kind of like a phase in middle school. Like
No,
just one of those phases. I think everyone went
no.
through one. I think everyone went through one.
Well, you didn't obviously. You couldn't choose between Dungeons or Dragons. You still haven't.
Is that a common question? Is that
What?
before you decide your character, before you find a DM or anything, it's just Dungeons or Dragons? Is
Yeah.
that the screening? That's
That's
the
how you
screening
determine
question.
that's how you determine who you're gonna play with. It's just etiquette to
There's just
ask.
inside of you are two wolves. One is Dungeons, one is Dragons.
You must decide which one you're gonna let win. And you still haven't.
I just
Coward.
no.
Coward.
Okay then.
Coward.
All right.
Make a
But no, I
choice.
literally I already said Dungeons. I just already said that.
Okay, you did a loophole.
Yeah, you know what? I stand by it.
Yeah, right, that's fair. I can't argue with that. What's your favorite clink noise?
What?
What's your favorite clink noise? You gotta have one.
What do you mean clink noise?
You got there's a clink noises? Wait, wait,
No,
wait.
let's just change.
It's a clink noise.
Okay.
What's your favorite
I
clink
get
noise?
when someone drops a fork on the ground or on their plate or something like that.
Awful. I despise you. Moving on.
What?
That's
No, what's
just
yours? What's your?
why?
Okay, okay. Then what's
Why?
yours then? What's yours then?
Like
If you want to be
really,
so judgmental,
really thick chain.
like the density matters. The density matters.
Yeah, because it messes with the pitch.
You're getting into the real nitty gritty here. You're getting into the real science behind the click noises.
Listen, I wouldn't have asked if I didn't have a favorite clink noise cactus.
Okay, all right then. All right. And so I'll redirect this back to you then. Dungeons or Dragons?
Dragons.
Why is that?
Because they're dragons.
No. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So that's just how we're gonna
They're
do
big
arguments
flappy
then.
boys, and some of them can breathe fire, and some of them can breathe ice, and some of them can breathe electricity. How do you not choose dragons over
Okay, how
dungeons?
how do they breathe fire though? This is what I've always wondered about. Because breathe means like that keeps you alive, and that's not what they're doing.
They exhale fire. Sorry. Didn't
So
realize.
like,
Now who's getting technical?
no, this is just something that has always bugged me. It's one of those small, insignificant thing that just always bugs you. You know, one of those.
hmm
One of those.
hmm
Hmm.
I think that might have actually been covered in How to Train Your Dragon.
What?
That might have been covered. Have you watched How to Train Your Dragon, right?
Well, a long time ago. It's been a while.
Yeah, didn't they have like a gas that they released and then a spark just blows it up, creates fire?
I I I don't know.
And there's
I wasn't aware I was in such just the presence of just such a connoisseur of How to Train Your Dragons, the
I
animated Pixar film.
chose dragons. How do you expect me to not
The,
know about dragons?
like, okay, okay, I get that one's on me. That one's on me.
Yeah. But like they emit a gas and then just a spark. And there's one type of dragon that does that outside, but I think that it happens on the inside as well.
So
Except for Toothless,
you're
because
telling me
Toothless is built
dragons
different.
you're telling me dragons are just lighters.
Yes.
They're okay.
Dragons are biological lighters if they are of the fire type.
Okay, all right. All right.
Yes.
Okay then.
You seem
All right.
distressed. What's wrong?
I'm just wondering, right? Okay, so yeah, you ever seen? Okay, this is gonna sound off at first, but everything I say does. You know those like weird interpretations of stuff, like of like prehistoric times, like the Flintstones, right? Where they would just use dinosaurs for like things we would use today.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
No.
What if there's got to be a time, right, where there's just a really, really big creature, and they just use dragons as lighters, like some in some universe that has to exist.
There is a look of complete disgust on my face. What is those poor dragons?
Well, yeah, but okay, no one ever talks about the ethics of the Flintstones. Pretty
I
messed
never
up people.
watched the
They were pretty
Flintstones.
much, dude. They used like dinosaurs as like for showers and stuff, and for cooking,
How did they? Yeah,
for
actually, I
like
don't want to know.
utensil. They
No, I
used
don't
it
want
for
to
like
know.
a remote. They used it for like a TV remote. It was.
Huh?
It's just so. It's just, you know what? You know
Huh?
what? Twitter, get on this. Twitter, get on this for me. Get on this for me.
Huh? No, legitimately, I never watched the Flintstones. What was going
I'm gonna
on
be
in
real.
that
I
show?
don't know. I think the only episode of Flintstone like I ever actually watched, or the only one I have memory of, is they did a crossover with like the what is that show called? The
Let's see.
Jetsons or something? I don't know.
Don't know. I do not know.
I don't. It's like it's you know how the Flintstones was the one that's really in the past,
Yeah.
the one that's really in the future.
Futurama?
That is a different show.
Yeah. Listen,
That is
I didn't get the regular kids shows channels. I got PBS.
oh
Don't owe like that.
oh.
Don't owe like that. PBS is amazing.
So this might have to be cut off a little early, unfortunately.
What are you talking about?
This episode.
What are
I'm
you
sorry,
talking about?
guys.
No, no, no. This is our first episode. We're not cutting it early.
Sorry, guys. Something came up actually, and this is our last episode as well.
This is
You
our
know,
last episode?
yeah.
Is it even
I'm
worth
sorry to say.
publishing then?
Yeah, no. I mean, I feel like I kind of, yeah.
Let me
Just gotta
see.
head out.
Are you sure? You gotta
I
go
mean,
like now?
you said PBS. I mean, I think it
What's wrong with
I
PBS?
just feel a little uncomfortable. You know,
What's wrong with PBS?
what's right with PBS?
Wildcrats?
Hmm. Hmm.
What do you
You do
mean?
make you
Mm.
make a good point. You make a good
What
point
do you
there.
mean? Mm. Everything I know about animals is from PBS.
That's that's kind of concerning.
The only reason I know platypi even exist is because of PBS. What do you
You
want
you
from me?
wouldn't hold up. So here's the thing. The reason I know platypi exist, and by the way, it's just platypuses. I did a project on this in sixth grade. How dare you? How dare you mess that up?
Is this like
Honestly
that
offended.
octopi octopuses
Honest,
thing?
yeah, honestly offended. Anyways, so the reason I know it exists is because unlike you who had PBS, I just watched Phineas and Ferb. So
Well,
you know, I learned it the Chad way.
did Perry ever lay any eggs though?
How is that relevant? How is this relevant?
Because platypi lay eggs. That's how that's relevant.
I'm well aware, but just why? What depths of the internet have you been searching on?
Why not? What are you thinking?
I don't know, but I just brought up. I feel like I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, right, fair enough. Anyways,
Anyways, yeah, no, go on, go on.
that's all I got. I used all my transitions. You come up with something now.
Uh, um, um, you come here often?
No, we made this server a day ago.
I don't know. I just blanked,
I
and my
do
mind just went
not
to.
come here often.
My mind just blanked, and that it was filled with that.
You know what? Fair enough. You just immediate pickup line. That's
Yeah,
it.
what's the best pickup line you've ever heard, Jschlatt?
Let's not though,
Wait, really? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
because I've never heard a good one.
Oh, that's fair. I don't know. I heard one recently that was pretty. I actually can't remember it now that I'm thinking about it. There's just a bunch. There's a guy, right? I can't remember his name. He just does a lot of dad jokes
Uh-huh.
videos.
hmm
Amazing, incredible content, right? And he just started doing pickup lines, but they're all still vaguely similar to dad jokes.
hmm
So it's pretty good. It's pretty solid.
You're telling me about how about this great, amazing pickup line, and you can't remember it?
That's just kind of how it goes with me. You should know this by now.
I do know this by
Um,
now. I do know this by now.
all the important information is gone, and instead it's just replaced with static.
Cacti and carrots.
It's just replaced with
Mm.
Ayo, microwave check.
Have you
Is
ever? What would happen if you microwave a potato?
it would get hot? I think that's
I swear I've seen a thing before where if you don't like stab it or something with a fork, it just explodes.
probably
So that
because the
it wouldn't just get hot then.
it gets hot, and then when it gets really hot, it explodes. I think that's how most things work. I mean, not everything. It is how cacti
What?
work. It's how cacti work. I
That's how
know this
cacti
because it's on
work?
brand. Yeah, they can't. Okay, these are saguaros or however you say them. Probably butchered that. Whatever. This is, look in like the cartoon, the like comic book. The cacti that you would see in there.
Uh-huh.
You see, those are the like sag something like that, and basically they can't burn.
Good. Don't they live in deserts? That's a good thing,
Well,
I
no, that
feel
is a
like.
good thing, but I just mean like no matter what, they just can't burn. They can't catch on fire at all.
Still seems like a good thing. Seems like they are well hydrated.
They sure are. They sure. I mean, they are. That's the weird thing. They don't need water, but they also that's just because they keep it. They keep it.
Yeah, yeah, as they should.
They just kind of yoink it, you know. It's a
They
common thing
say
in deserts. Most things are dead. They just stole the. Why do you think the Sahara Desert is so dry? Just took all the water, all of it.
selfish.
I
Selfish,
know.
selfish.
It really is. And that's also 100% true. Don't look that up.
That is how the Sahara Desert formed. Don't worry about it.
The- Honestly, most droughts in history, all of them, just cacti. They just took it all.
Hmm.
They came in, they plopped down, they took their roots and they took all of it.
Really.
Yeah,
That's very
historically.
interesting.
Look, this is what school won't teach you. This is the kind of
Just
stuff school just won't teach you.
100% of like droughts and deserts ever, just because a crop of cacti came up at some point.
Yeah, they walked. Look, they picked themselves up. They picked themselves up. They walked their way over. They walked. They walked their way over, and then they took root. And you know what? Fair enough. Who
Hmm.
can blame them? Who can stop them either? You ever try to punch a cactus? It doesn't work. They didn't have guns back then. Look, they're basically unstoppable.
Would a gun even work on a cactus? I feel like that'd just make a small hole in it and then it would continue on.
Well, here's. I mean, this feels like. Did MythBusters ever do an episode on this?
I don't know.
Kind of rude. Kind of considering present
Listen,
company.
listen.
Kind of rude.
I might have been a PBS kid, but at least I didn't watch Mythbusters.
Really, really.
Really.
Is that
Yeah.
you're gonna consider that justifiable?
Yeah. I am. I am.
That's
And what are you
is
gonna do
that how
about it?
is that how you sleep at night?
Yes. Very
At least it's
peacefully.
just knowing that just brings you happiness. Just the fact of knowing you never watched MythBusters.
Yes. It brings me great joy.
Fair enough. That's fair. I guess. I guess.
You suppose.
Although I'm just gonna cut you off real quick. I'm
Hey.
just realizing, I'm thinking back. I'm thinking back. My mind's wandering a little. You kind of just didn't answer when I started talking about middle school phases. You kind of just changed the topic. Is there a reason for that or
When did you start talking about middle school phases, my guy?
back in like we talking about D&D and stuff and you just completely cut off one of this whole tangent. So like,
Oh. No, yeah,
yeah.
because it wasn't a middle school phase.
I mean, I guess.
No, because it started in high school.
Yeah, but like I just the topic of it and you just cut it off. Like is there something you're trying to hide here?
Was there meant to be more to that?
I'm just wondering why you switched it so quickly. Or is there
There's no reason. I don't know what you're talking about, cactus.
There's just no reason. There's no reason
Mm-mm.
at all.
Mm-mm.
No, no, just
Nothing.
just no,
Nothing.
nothing there,
Nothing.
nothing there.
Nothing to
Really
hide.
interesting,
Nothing to hide.
interesting. Really, because middle school for a lot of people is.
Okay, there was one thing.
Mm, really
I I did listen to the Trinity TM.
the oh, just
Yeah.
explain what that is real quick. Just
The
explain. Just
the emo Trinity is the emo Trinity is Panic at the Disco and Fallout Boy and My Chemical Romance. I did listen to those guys. I did
I
listen to
see.
them.
I see. And how do you feel about that?
I would still listen to them if they weren't bad people.
Are all of them? Are all of them?
They aren't all, but like the way my music taste works, just to change the topic again really quickly away from this, um, is I fluctuate by artist. I've moved on from those artists, but I could easily just go back because I thought they were good then and I probably still do now.
Fair. That actually does make a lot of sense. I think that's how it's pretty common.
I don't think my music
Anyways,
taste actually changes, it's just the artist I use to fulfill
really,
that music taste. Yeah.
really
Yeah.
interesting.
How does
That's
your
a
music
weird way
taste
to
work?
listen to music. My music taste, I hear a song and if I like it, I add it to literally. So I use Apple Music, right? Not Spotify, because Spotify's annoying, right?
Gasp.
On mobile, on my phone, it's very annoying. I think a lot of people can agree with this. Not worth it. Just not. Unless you want to buy premium, and who would do that?
Noted.
Who would do that?
Noted.
And so on my phone, yeah, just mostly listen to music on my phone, right? Because you can just download all the songs and then go. So I basically just the way it works, I don't make playlists, and this is where most people, get a little. I don't use playlists. I just download it and then I go to the library and then I press shuffle.
Oh. 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 Why?
You seem a little thrown off here.
Why?
Why? Why? Just generally why? Or
Just generally, why would you do that to yourself?
it honestly, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. There's nothing quite like it. I will say. It's just so imagine for a second. Imagine, right? You're
Hmm.
listening. Very sad song. Very tragic. Here's the difference. Let me just break this down for you, Barney style, right?
Hmm.
Let me just break this down for you. So imagine you're on Spotify. You're listening to a sad playlist, right? You're listening. You're sitting there, and you maybe you're crying. You're crying because your pizza pops came out cold. It's happened to all of us. So, anyways,
We're gonna
you're
come
sitting
back to
there.
that.
Anyways, well, it's just a comment. It's just
No,
it's a
no,
touchy
no.
subject to talk about. It's a
Continue on, but
touchy.
we're gonna talk
So
about that.
you're listening, right? And then you come in, the song ends, it fades out, and then bam. Have you heard of Spotify Premium? Have you? No, no, I haven't actually. Please tell me about Spotify Premium. Like you are absolutely jamming the ads down my throat every 4 minutes,
You're
every
absolutely
just
correct with this
every.
one.
So now the way I listen to music, let's reconsider here. Now you listen to a sad song, right? It's
Hmm.
sad. The song fades out, it ends, and bam, you're immediately listening to Rasputin. Now, I'd rather that. I would rather that because honestly, you can't be sad anymore.
Wait,
You
wait,
can't be
wait.
sad.
Wait, why do you have Rasputin on your playlist?
I just told you I don't make playlists.
Why do you have Rasputin downloaded?
Who wouldn't?
Me?
That seems like an issue.
That is this where we end the podcast now? Is this what this is?
This I don't know. You tell me. This
No,
seems
no,
like
no.
look. Here's the thing. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but kind of. How would I'd say like same level looking. If I had to rate it, and I do have to. I'm being put on the spot. It's kind of off camera. You guys can't see, but Obsidy is just threatening me to do this.
It's true.
So
She doesn't have a
it's true.
choice.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, just if I had to rate it, I would say it's hard in numbers, but imagine I'd say Mona Lisa mixed with all of
Where does this?
Picasso's work combined, um,
What?
and a sunset, a sunset in the middle of summer. Just combine all those, and that's kind of the level we're working at.
Listen, mate, I got a good imagination. You just said absolute nonsense.
That I just think you know what I just think you're wrong on that good imagination part. Then yeah.
Yeah? I'm the wrong one here?
Hmm. Yeah,
I'm the one
yeah,
who's wrong here.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, yeah, let's go with that. Uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm glad we agree.
Okay, but consider you're listening to a happy song, you're vibing, you're jiving, and then you get rickrolled.
Yeah, but see, yeah, if you have never listened to All of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, which I'll recommend you should, it's a good song. It's a really good song. So
It
I would just
is,
keep
but
being
that's
happy.
just soul crushing.
How?
That's imagine getting rickrolled by yourself. That's how.
Here's the thing. Okay, this is why Rickrolling has never annoyed me that much, cause it's just a good song. Actually, let me just do something. Speaking of middle school a few times already. Um,
Oh,
you ever heard of the game?
don't you dare.
You ever
Don't
heard?
you dare. I will leave the call right now. Don't you dare.
No, but it has the same effect. The whole reason people get upset when they get rickrolled is because it's just you got rickrolled. There's no reason. There's
Yeah.
literally just no It's the same logic as the thing that won't be mentioned, but you just lost twice. So
I despise you. I'd like you to know. I despise you in this exact moment. I loathe you with all of my being.
that's just kind of a common reaction to the thing, the thing.
It is. It is.
It
But isn't
is.
that the whole point of the internet though?
Elaborate.
That's just the whole point of the internet. Is just random stuff. All of this trends. I could say, "Oh no, our table," and you could finish that because it's just random stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to date this or anything, but
Not to
like
date. I would never date this. By the way, So, by the way, any you have any other plans tonight on currently on November 8th, at 5:54 p.m.? Just any other plans or
Yeah, actually, I gotta
specifically,
go.
after probably 6:30 p.m. on November 8th, 2021.
Yes, yeah, I have to leave now, actually. Goodbye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, oh, well. All right. So, welcome back to the Cactus Co podcast.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be your host, Cactus, and no one else is ever here. Ignore that thing that's on the screen right now.
Yeah.
You don't need it. And
Yeah.
audio listeners, just just
You can't hear me,
last
audio listeners.
audio listeners, no. Obsidy, I don't know who you're talking about, honestly. That person never
Wow, you
existed.
pronounced my name correctly and everything. Look at you go.
What do people pronounce it wrong?
So often.
Real how do they say it?
I've got obsite. I've got obesity. I've
Okay,
got
okay.
I think I've gotten obsity before.
That one's closer, at least.
Yeah.
Where did actually I
Just
never where did Obsidy come from?
it's just random, my guy. I smashed a
Really?
bunch of letters. I like obsidian and I like tea.
That's it.
That's it.
That literally, if you had asked me to guess, I probably would have come to that exact conclusion. So it's just that.
That's it.
Really?
My name is Obsidy because I like obsidian and I like tea.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I wrote it down on a sticky note at 3 a.m. once about a month before I started streaming, and that's it.
Oh man, man, that just brought up like a core memory. That just, I don't
What?
know. So I wanted to be a content creator ever since I was like young, right? Right.
Hmm.
We can all. Anyways, I don't know if I've ever explained this, but I have always wanted to be one, kind of. I remember being like a kid. I was always on YouTube, and I always
Yeah.
thought I wanted to be like a YouTuber or something.
Yeah.
One time I came up with like a concept for a channel, fully wrote it all down, and I have never found that piece of paper ever again.
You're gonna find it in like 20 years and you're gonna be like, what in the world is
I was
this?
like
And then you're
8.
gonna and then you're gonna read it and then you're gonna cry.
I was like 8 or something. Like it's really really young, and I don't know what it even was other than that. Just that context of I had an idea for a YouTube channel. And honestly, it's kind of sad given that I don't even know what I'm doing with my current YouTube channel. So me as an 8-year-old had a better understanding of it.
8-year-old you knew the algorithm to a T, would have been famous in
Probably.
2 videos. Now you
I
just gotta
mean,
work for it.
8-year-old. Well, this was back when like people who did animation could still be successful. So I didn't have to know the algorithm. You actually had a shot. You had a chance. Now you don't.
What do you mean people who did animation could be successful? They still can.
Oh,
Never heard
they
of
can.
Sadist?
Okay, sure. They can
Shaden
be successful,
animations?
and they are successful. I'm talking like prime though. This probably wasn't like as the time I was writing this down, but yeah, I did grow up in like the prime of YouTube, like where animation just thrived. Like there was so many animators doing really well. It was before the algorithm change.
That's fair. Algorithms are weird. Can we talk about that? Algorithms are weird.
Sure, sure. How would you? Why would you like to talk about it?
Cause it's creepy, cause I have a TikTok and it's creepy.
Oh, okay.
That's
Just,
it.
just, just being. I think just being on TikTok itself is creepy.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Is this why
yeah.
you never post any videos?
I don't know what you mean. I wouldn't even have a TikTok account. That wouldn't happen.
Well,
Morally, I'm above that.
well, are you
Yeah.
sure? Are you sure about that?
Why
Are you
did someone
calling
take my
wait, are you
username or something?
calling me morally below you? Is that what this is? Is that what
No,
this
no, no.
is? You're calling me
That.
morally below you.
I don't believe I ever said
I
that.
can't
So,
believe this. I can't believe this.
I don't think you should, because it's me. Judgment of moral judgment is not, you know,
Fair enough.
the.
Fair
Mm,
enough.
Hmm.
And here I was
Hmm.
thinking that I was the better one because I actually did content creation. I say as we are recording a podcast together.
Yeah. Oh wait, is this on?
Have you?
Oh yeah, I have been
You've been
recording. Oh.
recording, right?
Yeah.
God. You're gonna
Yeah.
kill me one of these days. You're going to
Yes, I
kill me
have
one of
been.
these days.
Unlike the wildly successful people who do podcasts, I do remember to press record. You know, unlike every successful content creator, I somehow managed to press record. I'm calling them out. I'm calling out everyone. I'm calling out literally
Name
all
names.
everyone.
Just name the names. Name drop right now.
Mostly just
Do it.
Chuckle Sandwich because that's the only podcast I've listened to. Um,
You should listen to more podcasts. They're
I
good.
listened. I started listening to Just Roll with It, but yeah, that's mostly it.
Nerd.
How dare you?
Nerd.
I will not sit here and be slandered in my own recording.
Then stand
That's
up.
definitely not both of us recording.
Then stand up.
How?
What do you mean
How?
how? What do you mean how?
Explain to me how.
You put your feet down
There. Okay. Okay.
and you stand up. Don't just
That
ragdoll.
didn't go well.
You just ragdoll, didn't you?
No.
Are you lying to me?
Look. So,
Guys,
anyways.
guys, he
So,
does this
anyways.
thing. He does this thing where they just ragdoll and lose all function of muscles.
Yeah.
You didn't.
And you don't?
I can. I have a story about this actually. I have before and it didn't end well for me.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
I
want to tell this story?
yeah, I guess we got it now. In middle school I was also a theater kid to make it even worse.
Mm.
Mhm.
That
You say that
that's
like you
honestly
weren't a theater kid too.
it doesn't make it worse. It just explains a lot.
Hey. Hey. But anyways, I was a theater kid and nobody's going to comment on that. I was a theater kid and we were doing this acting thing and the script it said this person collapses on the ground.
Hmm.
And so I took that as the person just passes out, just full on, all muscles lost, just head bumping the floor, just on the ground, right? So
Oh, okay.
I was the first one to go. So I was like holding a plate and everything, and it was this gross school carpet, you know? You know the gross school carpet.
Hmm.
And there was a plastic plate. And so we got to that part of the script and I just ragdolled. I just fell. I There's a possibility I gave myself a concussion, but I really doubt it considering everything. Um
All right.
so I
Um,
just laid there the rest of the scene, right?
okay.
The next person goes, they just go and sit on the bed. Person after goes, they just go sit on the bed. Another person goes, they sit on the floor kind of nicely. I was the only one who ragdolled.
Oh, so
I was the
so what
only
I'm
one.
hearing is you're the only one who fully committed to
I
it.
was the only
So,
one who fully committed.
yeah, I mean, a content creator from day one, just fully committed with no regard for your own personal health or safety.
That's how it should be. Slash J.
Slash absolutely serious.
Don't put tone tags on me. I
I
what?
I
You seem exasperated with me.
I mean, it's weird though. I've never been on this side of it. I usually do the exasperating. And that is a verb. That is a verb.
Welcome to content mode to me. I choose chaos all the time.
Well, yeah, there's a very clear difference between content you and not content you. You know,
Yeah. Mainly the
honestly,
octave of my voice, I think.
I would, agree. But that's just because I actually don't know because I just kind of fall into whatever I want to do, and the octave of my voice just changes however I want it to. And now that I'm
Hmm.
talking about this, I'm probably gonna start speaking differently because, you know, it's a
Understandable.
vibe. I'm
Understandable.
just gonna go in full narration voice.
See, I just like shoot a bunch of energy out for a while, and that tends to elevate my voice
Explain
by quite a bit.
explain how you okay. You shoot energy out for a
Yes.
bit.
Yes.
How? How?
What do you mean how?
I think I'm being pretty.
What do you mean
How?
how?
You just you just
No,
like
I need you to ask a more specific question here.
in what way? How does this what does this look like?
This looks like bigger movements. This looks like ah. This looks like me
Okay,
screaming.
because I need you to understand. I was just imagining you just like standing there, and just like
Eyes glowing,
just
mouth glowing,
pure raw
ascension,
energy,
ascension.
just like basically, basically, and that's just what you did before every stream or video or anything.
It is. But what I'm
It's
doing
just
right now is bigger movements and screaming.
okay, okay. So not related to the just ascension of the mortal plane. Just unrelated to that.
No, that's how I prep. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. You ever seen anything cool while doing that or
No. It's kind of hard to see when your eyes are glowing, you know?
I I guess I didn't consider that. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
It's
sense.
there's a lot of light right there, and you know how like when there's light shining directly into your eyes, you get the little spots. It's hard to see for a few minutes afterwards, but after that it clears up.
Oh, okay. I guess that
Are
makes
you
sense.
okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a personal question. I know. How dare you ask about my well-being? It's kind of rude.
Yeah, I
This
guess.
is
My bad. Won't happen again.
so it's actually making me like a little uncomfortable.
Oh, oh,
I thought we were not gonna
oh,
talk about that on the podcast.
oh,
Like I thought, I
oh,
thought,
my
I
bad.
thought, I thought we are just gonna stick. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's okay. I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Uh,
I mean, I.
it won't,
It's
it
all
won't,
right.
it
It's
won't
it's all
happen again.
right. It's you know
That's my
it's
bad.
yeah. It's all right. I guess. But
Mhm.
yeah.
Do you want to just cut this part out then? Probably.
Yeah. We'll edit it out in post. We'll edit it out in
Yeah,
post. It's
yeah.
fine.
Well, I don't know. Okay, great. Anyways, once again, I don't have any more transition. This is legitimately all of my transitions.
Just gonna say anyways loudly,
Yes,
and just loudly saying any. Okay. Okay.
yes. Transitions have always been my weakness, which is weird because I'm trans.
Fair. Fair. I mean, okay. All right. All right.
Uh-huh. That's it.
I'm not sure how to bounce off of that.
That's entirely fair.
Not quite sure
Me either.
how to
Let's continue on anyways. You
okay,
never
okay.
answered what your favorite candy is, you coward.
Yeah. Okay, literally I don't know. I do not know.
You don't
I'll
know.
be honest. I'll be honest. I'm gonna do the cop out answer of I don't know, there's too many options. They're all yeah. I'm gonna
You
do that answer. I'm gonna
coward.
well, I can't I literally don't have one. I just walk into a store and black out and then when I leave, I've made a purchase.
That seems accurate.
Yeah, I walk out and then it's just like, oh, my money's gone. Well,
I
guess I'm just
see.
gonna eat these Doritos,
Where'd my money go? How'd these Doritos get here?
basically. Why am I in a different country? Nah, who knows?
Mm,
All good questions, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, that ever happened to you? Just you
No.
black out, wake up in a different country.
No. Except for that one
Really?
time I fell asleep on a plane.
Oh, yeah. I don't go places.
You
I
should.
just I don't. I've literally I have never left the continent I'm currently in.
I hadn't until very recently, to be fair.
Hmm. Well, because here's the thing, where would I go? The UK? I don't think so.
America?
That would not be leaving. I want you to.
Oh
Just
yeah.
just consider
You said
what I
continent, not country. I
Yep.
see.
Mm-hmm.
I see now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you could go to Iceland.
Oh, that you ever been to Iceland? You ever been?
Yeah, that's where I went when I left the continent.
Oh, really? How was that?
That's
How
where
was
I went.
that?
That was very it was very fun. There's a lot of very pretty moss there that I would get yelled at for touching, apparently.
Mm.
Apparently I'm not
Uh,
allowed to touch moss or lichens out in the wild
why is
anymore.
that?
I don't know.
Is that just
I
is there
don't
someone who told you this rule, or is it just, like the government, or
literally everyone I've ever mentioned that I've held lichen to.
that's well, because lichen's gross and nasty and should be exterminated.
I disagree. They hold water bears though.
Yeah, well, no, they hold water bears because the water bears are eating them. The
Yes.
water bears are doing the Lord's work. God bless. Getting rid of all of the lichen. But
Hmm.
so that's all you really need. So,
Okay,
like,
but
that's all you need.
okay, but consider handful of lichen.
What about this am I considering? Just
Just consider it.
okay. I feel rage now. So that's a development.
Are you perchance a barbarian?
I just lichen, just rage.
You
I don't know
feel
why you put that image in my head.
you feel rage at lichen?
Yeah, moss is cool though.
That's moss
Moss
is
is really
very cool.
cool. Moss is really cool. Lichen, nah,
Man, we
nah.
mentioned tardigrades and moss. What's next? A solar waltz?
That's your D&D your D&D showing a little
That
bit.
was not D&D.
I'm aware, but
That was how is that
I'm
my
using it
D&D
I'm using it
showing?
as a stand-in for
For
using the term as a stand-in.
you're just anything that I ever say ever, you're just gonna blame on D&D now.
It's a bit D&D. It's a bit D&D, I won't
That's a
lie.
bit D&D of you.
That's kind of D&D of you, I won't lie. Like
Hmm.
it's a little D&D like
That is a very nerd thing to say, my guy.
now consider though, I'm just a nerd.
Now I feel rage.
Why?
What? You got the glasses and everything?
I do wear glasses, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I do in fact.
uh,
I do often wear glasses because I need them to see.
nerd.
I'm sorry, I just
Imagine needing glasses to be able to see.
look, when the character creation menu came down right before I was born, I figured not necessary. Vision, not necessary. But see, society disagreed.
Hmm.
It disagreed.
And
It's honestly kind of rude of
I
them.
hate society for that.
Yep.
For anyone unaware, I also wear glasses, by the way.
Yeah.
Just to clarify. I also am very much so in need of glasses. So I'm not
I
wearing them
mean,
right now. I'm wearing
you
contacts right
aren't.
now.
Oh, same here. Same
So
here.
so
Because you need to hide it.
yeah, hide the weaknesses. Is that what that is?
Basically, it's hiding the natural weakness. Look, you think I'm just gonna expose that to the world? How to best me?
People
No.
actually just steal my vision sometimes.
How
They'll
do they
reach
do
up and
that?
take my glasses off of my face, and they say "vision stolen," and I'm like, "Oh, wow. Well, that's
They
kind of
say out
unfortunate."
loud, vision stolen.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, all right then.
They say, "I'm gonna steal your vision now," and then they steal my vision.
Oh, see, here's the thing. When you first started that, I was just assuming like because you had just said you were wearing contacts, I
Ugh.
just I wasn't quite sure where it was gonna go.
And
I was just
I can see where you might get that. I am wearing glasses the majority of the time.
I am the opposite. I just wear contacts all the time
Hmm.
because Why not?
I just think putting a thing on your face is a lot easier than sticking two things into your eyeballs.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Well,
It's quite easy. You
no,
just
you're
gotta get used.
wrong.
You gotta get used to it. You gotta get used to it.
Well, no, you're wrong. You get used to it, but that doesn't change the fact that you are sticking two things into your eyeballs.
That is how contacts work. Yeah, that's just generally how contacts. Yeah.
I forgot. I forgot.
What
I
what?
forgot.
Jesus Christ. For gore.
I forgot.
No, I'm just considering. I have not sworn that much. I'm thinking about this.
That doesn't mean just start cursing like a sailor now. What?
Let me just I'm just gonna take a deep inhale for no reason. Nothing
What
will
are you
follow
about to
it.
do? What are you about to do?
Just gonna
Hey,
nothing.
cactus.
I would
Hey,
yeah.
cactus. What are you about to do?
No, nothing. I just practicing meditative breathing.
I don't believe you.
You a big fan? You big fan of meditation?
Yes,
You a
but I
big
don't believe
meditator?
you. I do
Why is
meditate.
that?
I don't believe you.
Seems a bit
You say,
it's
"Hey,
kind of weird.
I
It's
haven't cursed all much that this I haven't cursed all that much this podcast. Let me just take a huge breath for no reason at all now."
Look,
You
okay,
wouldn't be a bit suspicious of that.
now I'm getting yelled at for breathing. Hmm. Hmm.
You wouldn't get a little suspicious of that.
I would never get suspicious because that just in popular media has an awful connotation.
I'm saying suspicious, not subs without the B.
Subs without B. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna
Don't
say
say
it.
it. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
Don't don't
I don't
say
want
it.
to say it.
It's gonna get clipped because this is a stream and you already called them chat.
This is a stream.
This is a stream.
This is okay. This is a stream now. All right.
Hmm.
Just want to make sure. Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
we're on the same page there.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well.
Well,
Considering this is a stream, and there haven't been any ads, there's no reason to keep going.
this is
We all
true.
know it's just for the money, so it
Yes,
is just
yes.
solely for the money.
I
There's no
am.
reason to continue on. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. Um, yeah,
Does this
I don't
mean
know
this
how
is the
you.
last one?
I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I'll have to
If any
see.
sponsors reach out, I guess. Like
All right, all right.
that's basically yeah.
I'll work on it, I guess.
Thanks. Yeah, if you could
Hmm.
sort through those in the, I know there's kind of a lot to go through, but if you could just, yeah,
Yeah, we got a few offers, but I'll get through them.
yeah. All right. Thank you. That's much appreciated. But yeah, I think probably should just end it off there because not getting paid, and
Hmm. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
That is the sole reason we are doing a podcast is to get paid. This is the sole reason we are doing content creation is to get paid.
Look, honestly, I wouldn't be here if I I wouldn't be here if I had known there wasn't a paycheck. So yeah, just I'm feeling a little lied to. I'm
Well,
feeling a little deceived.
well, goodbye forever, I guess.
Well, yeah, I guess this is it. I'm announcing my retirement right
This
here.
is this has been the first and last episode of Quibble Co.
It has been. Well, I'll see you guys never, I guess.
See y'all never and definitely not in a week.
Yep, that would never. Weekly episodes couldn't happen. Couldn't
Never.
happen.
Mm-mm.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed and keep the memories. They'll be the last ones. Good
That's
night,
so
everyone, because I'm assuming the time of day you're watching this. And if it's not night, well, you messed up. Bye.
go rewatch it later.
Bye. Yo, you made it to the end of the episode. Your prize is promo. Yeah, that's right, guys. If you are enjoying the content, make sure you head over on Twitter, follow us at Quibble_co on there to see some incredibly funny stuff from both of us and to make sure you're getting updates on whatever the content is coming out. If you're not watching on YouTube right now, head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, get more updates. most of our uploads will be going directly to YouTube first. If you're watching on a secondary service, well, congratulations. I don't know how we figured that one out, but good job. If you're listening on Spotify, that should be going live over there. Or if you're listening to something else, make sure you rate us, whatever you gotta do to rate us higher. I mean, we really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next week.